Hello everyone, this is SAIKAT. Today I will present my computer graphics project. First, I downloaded all necessary libraries where t.module.js is very important because it contains all WebGL functionalities which I will use later in my project. And glTF loader is very important because here I use a statue which is in glTF format. I have to add it in my project. And now back to my code. Here this is the box which set my screen resolutions. And there are some control buttons for keyboard interaction where R means toggle the camera. If I press Q, it toggles floor color, and if I press W, it toggles for color black and white. Sorry, Q means it changes the color. T, toggle painting animation style. Here I imported my JavaScript file, my libraries, and this is screen, camera and render where we set camera angles and others. And this is the floor shader where we have two shader, vertex shader and fragment shader. Vertex shader contains vertex of the floor and fragment shader contains the color for the floor. There are two colors, one is black and another is blackish white. Now come to the wall. It uses wall texture. It looks so realistic in project. I made it very interesting. I added 3 wall, left, right and back. Painting also attached on the black wall. Here is painting. I use a printing depth, frame depth so that it looks so beautiful and realistic. Here fragment shader, where this is fragment vertex which contains the vertex point for paint, and this is painting fragmentation shader which contains RGB of block of colors which will move right to left and make it animation style, and this looks so amazing. Now come to the statue part. This is the statue. I loaded statue, then I make it as an object so that I can add a spotlight on it. If the spotlight move, there will be a shadow created, and that shadow also moved around the statue. Here I added 3 lights, 2 for my background and overall project, and 1 spotlight for the statue. Here spotlight moved around the statue and also make a shadow around the statue. Then I have to add keyboard interaction so that I use add event listener. As I mentioned before, if I press R, the camera will rotate. If we press Q, then the color will be changed to green and yellow. If we press W, the color of the floor will be toggled. If I press T, the we will show us change in animation for the painting. Now let's take a look to the visualization of my project. Here is my project. This is glTF statue loaded, and there will be a spotlight on here, and this is the shadow which is moving around the statue, and behind the statue this is the painting where initially some RGB blocks are moving right to left. If I press T, this will change to animation, and if I press R, the camera will rotate. If I press W, the floor color will toggle to black will be white, white will be black. If I press Q, the floor color change to yellow and green. This looks so amazing. And this is mouse interaction. Here this is mouse interaction. That's all. Thank you everyone.